We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Taking a shot for Samuel.
40.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd and 10. Purdy. Flush to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time here are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action here. Purdy rolling to his right. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Purdy looking to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And Purdy
I don't understand what in the fuck is my niggas doing when I got them on TV spot.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. This is Samuel. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
After that run for a 1st down, I don't know the confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
Back to throw, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tua sets up to pass it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane.
Okay.
And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
13 yards there and a Niner first. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy now to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. McCaffrey. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they
ran the ball last
break.
time
And
and
on
fucking
3rd and goal,
fumbled it.
there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Tua. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
You didn't even let me jump, though.
Across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
understand.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent.
Who's ready to go to San Antonio? They go to the bottom corner. Good contest from Betts. Ryan is
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Completes this one to Braxton Berrios. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He fires one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll
I gotta beat my own team.
just outside the red zone following that big play. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. This one falls incomplete.
Make sure. First look, it seemed like it was released, but they will ensure that it was. Just on UCLA seeking his first ever Final Four. They did go to the semifinals of the AIAW twice, including winning a championship in 1978. That was before this NCAA structure.
Come on, bro.
A year ago against LSU, were unable to hold it, and LSU ended up finishing the game on a
get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
Oh, I missed 2
I
approaches.
know once that drive stalls
that
out,
shot.
that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. Hits the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami.
Bro, I did not mean to do that,
The
bro.
Dolphins need only one to take the lead. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. And he missed it, so a point left unclaimed, and this stays a field goal game.
I did not mean to do that, bro.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, Prescott. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Run.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. This finds Cooks complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. The handoff on 3rd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. to the well again. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Dak off the play fake. Cut at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. First down, here's Dak. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
RJ with the leg. Yeah,
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, RJ.
First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Oh, we playing man-to-man.
That one goes for 25 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Tagovailoa on first down. This one finds burial. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Getting out to his left. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. First time this game they've looked to him. So second down coming up. Here's Tagovailoa again.
Oh!
Complete there on second down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He gets it out left, and it's caught. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be
I know what's going over there, bro.
Down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Tua out of the pistol. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. This one misses the tight end. It's 2nd and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Got Washington. It's complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua again.
Pick it off. Let's go, Brandon Lewis.
Interception. That's Jordan Lewis.
Jordan Lewis, my bad.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Back to throw it. Caught by the open man. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Oh.
And he cuts it back right.
Come on.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone.
Go.
And in for the Dallas touchdown.
On.
For the point after, here's Aubrey.
Come on, bruh.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running back sent in motion. Throwing again. Here's Tua. He throws a bullet to the center. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35.
He's going crazy. He quitting. He quitting.